Hello everybody, my name is King Carnage. I'd like to welcome you back to my first ever video Let's Play of Super Smash Bros. Brawl. So, in the last episode, we started off in subspace and we completed the first, I'd say, level and a half. In this one, we're going to get started on the Sea of Clouds. Really, you're telling me that this warp star can outspeed the airship? Well, I guess it can. You're telling me it took the airship that long to catch up to the warp star. I'm going to play as Kirby. I mean, this stage is by far the hardest in the entire game. When I was going through on intense difficulty, I went on. For those of you who don't know, I went through on intense difficulty a while ago, and this little stage right here took me hours to beat. The enemies are ridiculous. I don't know how they thought that this stage was a good idea. Yeah, that's it. That's that part of the stage. Yeah, I don't know why. Honestly, I don't know why they thought it was a good idea. Just have you walk across the halberd. Nothing interesting happens. You don't even end up in the same spot. I mean, you instantly get hit off the thing. That little portion of the level serves no purpose. But I do like the cinematic of the halberd shooting down the R-wing. I think that's how you pronounce it. We'll play as Peach. Because, you know, Kirby got so much time in the spotlight with that last little escapade. So, Peach here. I love the counter. I'm not going to be going too much into how characters work. I might do that when I do Classic Mode, because Classic Mode, you need to do it for some challenges, for some achievements, but it can get pretty repetitious just by the very nature of it. So, I might just go into... Oh, this is an extra life. Collect those whenever you can. That's not there on intense difficulty. It's a different item. Anyway, when I do Classic Mode, I might just go into the different characters then. They'll usually drop stickers or stuff when you beat them. That's why I chase them down. But anyway, I might go into the characters then, because I won't have things to talk about as much. You are an idiot, aren't you? I have to admire his persistence. Nothing else. But I just wanted to say right there, I love the counter. She just holds out Toad in front of her. So, last episode I said, I don't think the people behind Subspace really thought that much into the socioeconomics of it. I have to say, the Mushroom Kingdom is a world where they have put absolutely no deeper thought into, like, political structure. Like, I mean, we have Princess Peach, but you don't have, like, a King Apple or anything like that. The entire monarchy is run by the princess. Got this trophy. But, like, these Toads have it so rough. I mean, besides the fact that they're terrible at the job, they really didn't do anything wrong. And yet, they're so often, like, abused in different series. Like, Peach is using this Toad as a shield, as a counter. I mean, they don't have much combat training, so you might as well use them as that from, like, a defense purpose, but still. I wonder if, like, the Toads, like, if there are any politically radical Toads. Like, Toads who are just like, we need to repress, we're repressed in this current Mushroom Kingdom, we need to revolt. And then, like, get mad at the other Toads when, like, when they're not as politically active as that Toad. Oh, there's nothing down there. I was wondering if there's a secret or something. It was just curiosity, but nope, that's just that. But, like, do Toads have any, like, great political thinkers? like a Vault Toad instead of Voltaire, George Washington Toad. I want to see a Orwellian novel based in the Mushroom Kingdom, like a political satire with toads. Like instead of Major from Animal Farm or Karl Marx, it's like Toadsworth, and instead of Snowball and Napoleon, it's the blue and yellow toads from the New Super Mario Bros. Series. Like the blue one eventually gets run out of the Mushroom Kingdom by the yellow toad. I'd read that. A little secret down here gets you a trophy. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know every secret about the subspace, but I'll show the ones that I do know how to get to. These things are annoying. They just spawn enemies endlessly until you destroy it. And these enemies can be pretty hard on the intense difficulties. Once you get to intense, like, I would have gotten 153 damage from the first enemy. You will, if you play on intense, you'll get your butt handed to you really fast. But this one, as long as you're playing moderately well, you should be fine. We just have a bunch of boulders falling down for no obvious reason. Somehow this guy survived all the way. Never mind. What's up? Terrible jumps, that's what's up. So yeah, you remember how last time I was saying, well, at least we don't start off in a desert? Well, you quickly get to the desert. That's one thing about the Subspace world. Like, I get Subspace isn't supposed to be, like, a standalone game or anything, and, like, well, it shouldn't be held to the conventions of, like, a standard adventure game, but a lot of this world of Subspace isn't that interesting or memorable, really. Yeah, we did all that for 1 star. I died getting invincibility at it. Marvelous. The world of Subspace isn't that interesting. There are a few parts I do like, but aside from that, it's really just bland, like generic landscapes. And I feel like they could have done more. I mean, you have all these characters from different from all the different games, like including aspects of like all their different game worlds. It would have made for a far more interesting world overall, I think. So this little part, there are sections to hide from the boulders. Really, you shouldn't have too much issues. And that's it. Nope, never mind. That's not it. But yeah, these creeps are pretty annoying. On this difficulty, not too hard though. Seriously, just aim for the head. It does a lot more damage that way. But aside from that, stage is done. No real problems there. Just gonna save the game because there's really no reason not to. Yeah, I think we had time. Yeah, we have time to do this one. Like, this is what I mean. I get this is supposed to be Donkey Kong's jungle, but it doesn't really feel like Donkey Kong specific. It just looks like, here's a generic jungle. And yeah, Donkey Kong's Adventure starts off with someone stealing Donkey Kong's bananas. Because that's the only way you can motivate Donkey Kong to do anything. And that's just the coolest little animation they ever did in Donkey Kong. Shoots down 3 bullet bills. Strike a pose. Donkey Kong, if you spent as much time actually doing stuff as you spent just posing around, you'd probably your bananas would probably get stolen a lot less. Donkey Kong's just staring at Diddy Kong to jump off a cliff. Loading times can be pretty weird in this mode. Like, they can either be really short or really long. So one cool feature, and one thing that actually carried into the newer Smash games, is that enemies like Koopas or Goombas, enemies that normally only take a jump to kill in the game they come from, it's the same exact thing here. Like, you can hit a Koopa for all you want. Like, as you see, it takes like a couple hits to kill a Goomba, but just jumping on one of them kills them instantly. And that's one thing I do like about Subspace. It does have a nice attention to detail. Okay, I guess they do have. This does have the Donkey Kong, like rocket barrels, but I don't know. It's just like when I look at this jungle, I never really think Donkey Kong. I just think here's a generic jungle, and that's really the truth for a lot of different areas here. Hit the button. They don't really retain any, like, I don't know. They're not really memorable just because they're generic stages. If it was like, here's something that's obviously the Mushroom Kingdom, or here's something that, like, here's a Metroid space station. And like they somehow worked these things into the game world, I think it would have made for a lot more, I don't know, memorable locations. I mean, I guess it could just be like seen as ripping off the games they came from, and like kind of can't make it more redundant and less memorable in that sense. But I kind of want to see, like, Smash Bros. Is a world where all different game characters come together in ways they wouldn't normally do so. I want to see, like, a world made out of the other worlds. Whoops. I just think that would be a really cool thing to see. Like, it goes from, like, Warp Star to, from the Kirby universe into, the Mushroom Kingdom. Things like that. Trophy there. These little sliding things can be pretty useful for killing enemies and unlocking secrets like that. I raised up this platform over here. But instead we just get, like, generic stage. Like, here's a jungle. Here's a desert. Here's a mountain. So, in case you haven't noticed, we've gotten away from fighting the Pyramids, the generic subspace emissaries, and are on now to fighting the Mario Bros. Enemies. The Bullet Bills can get killed, but if you don't kill them, they just go off the stage. The Hammer Bros can be pretty annoying. Is this the right way? I have a feeling this is the right way. I don't want to go the right way. I think I missed a secret back here. I'm terrible about that in video games. If, like, I think there's a secret, I'll do everything in my power to avoid going the right way. Yeah, oh yeah, this bonus door. I really need those, so that's good. But there's something else over this way. Yeah, it's a trophy. Mark it. Okay, so for those of you who have played Pokemon or know things about Pokemon, do you ever find it weird what Pokemon are, like, the most remembered of the series? Like, Mudkip is, like, a really beloved Pokemon, but, like, it's more beloved than, say, Trico. Well, I don't know, I just like Trico better. I never get, like, why certain Pokemon have so much appeal. Like, some of them make sense. Like, Pikachu gets so much appeal because they put him on the face of everything. He's their mascot character. This is just a elevator to death. You need to survive, pretty much. This will get a lot harder in a second once we start getting bullet bills. knocked my trophy stand off. How dare you? Yeah, and now it just suddenly turned to a bullet club. Like, things like Pikachu where, like, it's obvious, like, they promoted this Pokemon, that's why it's so popular, I can see, but, like, sometimes Pokemon will just get popularity for no reason. I want to see if I can hit a Bullet Bill with one of these. Well. Nope. And we'll just go through the door. Oh, this one, you just need to fall and avoid all the electric shock things because they'll hurt you. Which is actually kind of cool idea. There's different doors you can go into along the way to get different trophies, but that was useful. And health items apparently. But I don't know, it's cool. Just how you need to kind of aim yourself. Giant Goombas. Again, you can just step on them and they'll die, and I like that. It's cool little attention to detail. Like, even though they're in this, like, different world, and, like, it's completely different in a lot of ways, a Goomba is still a Goomba. And that's it. You don't get to play as Donkey Kong anymore. You guys bananas. Game over. I don't get why Bowser is attacking Donkey Kong here. Like, why did Bowser want the bananas in the first place? I don't think Bowser eats bananas. And he has the same gun Wario has, building mystery for a game that I think most people have already seen. Okay. In the time it took for that gun to wind up, Donkey Kong could have just picked up Diddy Kong and walked away. He didn't need to punch Diddy Kong and save himself. They could have just, like, walked off together and just left Bowser there, like, charging up the gun. I guess I'm looking too much into the story of Subspace. Oh well. Anyway, next time we're going to continue through with Subspace. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you're having a good day. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe. And always feel free to leave comments. It's really helpful. Thank you guys.